put a wall around my heart, but you're breaking it down. It falls to the ground, 'cause I have lost what you just found. The noise all around, I'm drowning it out, like we're the only ones in the crowd. 'Cause you save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now, save me the feelings start. I put a wall around my heart, but you're breaking it down. It falls to the ground, 'cause I have lost what you just found. The noise all around, I'm drowning it out, like we're the only ones in the crowd. 'Cause you save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now, save me now.
is going on, everyone? TJ and Matt here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and welcome to the official live stream for today. We got Monday. Matt, we got a Monday night football game tonight between the Cowboys and the Chargers. I know you and me, both of us, we already put out 2 slips this morning over on YouTube with some correlated slips directly off the correlation tool here at DGF. For anybody in here for the first time stumbling upon the channel, you guys can go ahead and check those out. But first and foremost, you guys might want to stick around for this stream. If you guys could please go ahead and smash that like button, we would greatly appreciate it. Also, again, if this is your first time stumbling upon the channel, welcome. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. But Matt, how you doing? I know you have the correlation tool up right now. I see it on my screen. I think you still have it up, but how you do? Oh god, the sleeve monster? Okay, you fixed it. Okay. Thought the sleeve monster made a little appearance to your house again, but I saw you roll the sleeves down. Thank god. How you doing? How was your day yesterday?
It was good. I don't like to use the term break even, but I think I literally broke even. I didn't have a good or bad day. It was that parlay play slip that definitely kept me above water. And also, we provided a lot of good slips on our stream. We had at least 2, 3.
We hit 3.
Yeah,
we hit 3.
Did we hit 3?
From yesterday morning, yeah. Well, including... No, I think we hit 4, actually, including our stream Friday and yesterday morning. So we had a good Friday, Sunday stream.
We did. And a lot of people didn't like the slip just in general that we provided. Yeah, and it was because we had a lot of unders. And generally speaking, when Underdog has...
George Kittle.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
When these apps release their fantasy score projections, Underdog is historically known for having a bit aggressive of fantasy scores. And it kind of makes sense from their perspective because usually people like to hit overs. But we have all the hidden math and incorporated in all that. So generally speaking, like hitting unders is usually the sharper way to go for Underdog for fantasy scores. So yeah, we had a lot of winners yesterday, and I tweeted them all out. I also went over on Twitter this morning. I just feel like whenever I have something on my mind, I like to just talk about it openly. And
you like to rant?
One of those, but I'm not necessarily ranting. I want you guys to like. Oh, what's that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay.
I can't cut you off. You get too distracted. Go ahead.
We had 2 slips that we did on YouTube, and I just knew, like, the second that we posted them. And again, the reason I posted mine, TJ, was because it was like pretty much completely different from yours. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, this is a good slip to post. And it was because the slips were literally getting bumped in the middle of your posting. So that's what I wanted to talk about. It's like so many people ask me the question of, hey, like, should I be taking another slip if another one's recommended on the correlation tool? Guys, this thing is updating every second. So it's always scanning the market for these individual plus EV legs. And like, I hate to make it sound so, I hate to like point out the obvious here, but like it almost seems so, it does seem obvious. It seems like you guys need to really understand how this stuff works in order to truly comprehend how to utilize this tool. Should you be taking every single slip 100 times in a row if the slips are changing that often, if you only have $100 in your bank account and you're putting down $5 in every slip, especially if they're the exact same props? No, you shouldn't be doing that. That doesn't make sense. That's not logical. And I always say, hey, take every single slip from the optimizer. But yes, it's also assuming that you aren't dumb with your money. And I hate to say it that way, but like some of this is so logical. I feel like it doesn't need to be explained, but at the same time it does. It really depends on your bankroll management, right? Like these 2 slips that we recommended for our YouTube channel, TJ, they both favor the exact same game script. Can you read off what your the exact slip was from your video? Do you happen to have that in front of you?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just pull it up.
I think, and I'll read off this one. This one's Tony Pollard over 0.5 touchdowns. It's an anytime score. Justin Herbert over 290.5 passing plus rushing yards. Dak Prescott over passing yards. Punters under. And then Brandon Cooks over receiving targets. That's a fun one to take. And this favors a very obvious game script. It favors the exact one that we should all expect tonight, and that's that this is going to be a shootout. There's going to be a lot of scoring. If Tony Pollard is going to score a touchdown, that means that it's also these other players in the game, offensive players, are more likely to have more stats, right? More passing yards, more receiving yards, higher paced game, more passing in general, less rushing. And Brandon Cooks is going to get a lot of receiving targets. So this one's very straightforward on the game script that we should be rooting for in this game. And it's all because that Tony Pollard, anytime scoring touchdown, the odds are insane on that. I know that FanDuel specifically, because I looked at it this morning, is offering this at -185 to go over.
That's rough.
So like this is obviously very advantageous in terms of the plus EV edges that we have per these legs. And we're starting there. We're starting there with the heavily correlation favoring the shootout. And I believe that the slip you posted is not identical in terms of that, in terms of the odds, but and the player props, but it does favor a game script that is passing heavy.
Yeah, mine was Dak over pass yards. It was both kickers under punts, so Anger under 3.5, Scott under 4. It had Cooks over 36.5 receiving yards, Jake Ferguson over 36.5 receiving yards, and CeeDee Lamb over 69.5 receiving yards.
Yeah. So again, like it just sucks to say a lot
Pretty
because I
obvious
don't want you guys. Yeah, I don't want you guys to like be. I don't want you guys to take offense to this, but it's almost. It's like it's so obvious that you guys shouldn't be playing the same slips. These two slips, if you're like throwing more than 1% of your bankroll on these two individual slips, because they're so they're so directly correlated themselves, no pun intended there, and they're both favoring the same game script. So I wanted to go over that. But if you're in the boat of like, hey, I only throw 0.1 units, and 0.1 units means literally less than 1% of your bankroll on every single slip, yeah, put as many slips as you possibly can on all of these slips recommended on the correlation tool. If you have money to throw, go for it. Like this, there's a huge edge. One of these over correlation slips could hit and the other one couldn't, or it might not, right? Like CeeDee Lamb is not included in the slip. What if he's the what if he's the one receiver that's catching all of these receiving yards from Dak Prescott? You guys get where I'm going with this, but just another talking point. And I never thought that having a tool that's so easy to use, TJ would bring would have so many questions following it because it's so easy to use. But yeah. For the normal people who have signed up for the correlation tool, I would just recommend taking one slip per game to really test the waters here because volume matters. But every slip recommended on here, yeah, you should be taking, assuming that you aren't throwing more than 1% at every single slip.
Yeah. And Matt, I guess that brings up a really good point. We have a question from Luke in the chat saying, I have the correlation tool. Sometimes it suggests taking pretty much all overs, and some other times it will pretty much say all unders. Would you double down and take both in those in case it goes either way?
Absolutely. I went over this last live stream, and literally the slip that I broke down, TJ hit. Let me find it. I have, yes, and they're right next to each other. They're not right next to each other. Anyway, there's this Kirk Cousins slip, the Vikings Bear slip that I hit yesterday. This turned, and this was a 20x because they altered payouts, but you guys get the point.
Right.
This would have been a 40x if this one wouldn't have pushed, but I took the exact opposite game script because it was recommended because these punting props got bumped. I think Gill was bumped up or down from 4.5 and Wright was bumped down from 4. So those 0.5 point or punt props matter a lot, obviously, because Gill ended at 4 points, right? So imagine if I tried taking the over 4.5, that would not have hit. Right. So all of these do move the needle. And yes, like you should be taking, you guys should just be taking every single slip recommended, assuming that you have the bankroll to support that. So we're talking to a huge audience of types of bettors. That's the part that becomes difficult from like a teaching perspective. It's like, do you start with the bare basics of plus EV betting and sports betting, or do you talk to a more to a sharper crowd? And it becomes tough. It really does. And I hope you guys can understand that. So anyway, I just wanted to start on that topic. Yes, tail this slip if you haven't already. Tail TJ's. And then there's some other slips here. If you guys have the correlation tool, yes, we do have to update the graph. Do not worry. We will update that here very shortly today.
Speaking of big crowds, 160 of you in here. Guys, thank you so much. Only 26 likes. If you guys could please go ahead and smash that like button, we would greatly appreciate it. Matt, good breakdown of everything. Where would you like to start there, honey? Where do you want to go?
I really want to start with these esports. Sure. We have it here on the DFS optimizer for Prizepicks. And I just want to show you guys the true edge here between some of these lines, if they still exist here on Hot Streak, because I've been taking advantage. I don't know if you have been, TJ. I haven't talked to you about these League of Legends lines, but they've been nuts.
Yeah, I haven't yet, but I would definitely like to right now if we can.
Sure.
Let's do it.
So on Prizepicks, we have Katie set to 1.5. This is for the over, and keep in mind that in a 5 flex slip, you're getting this at minus 119 implied odds. But on Hot Streak, you're getting this at minus 216. So what does that mean? That means it is so heavily juiced on Hot Streak, it almost wouldn't make any type of sense to be doing that. You're getting screwed by hammering the over here on Hot Streak. When there's that big of a discrepancy, you're obviously going to take the middle or take the value where you can. And here on Prizepicks, it's with KD over because you're getting this at minus 119 implied odds.
Beauty. Love that first play. Going up against Gen G. Moving on down the list, Matt, if you want to keep it in-house with League of Legends, that Hansama one, same exact scenario. Set to 3.5 on Prizepicks. Over on Hot Streak, set to 3.5, minus 206 for Hansama to go over. Wow.
Yeah, Razork, if you want to keep going down the line here, and these are all different games, so that's fantastic.
And then we actually have 2 players from NRG directly below that too. Dokla and FBI.
They're both overs.
Yeah, is Dokla up here? Yeah, he is. Dokla over 1.5, and then FBI over. Some good positive correlation there.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody else we can throw in here for another game stack?
For a 6-man?
Yeah, we can throw in Caps is down there at 2.5 right now. He's set to 53.5. But again, that's correlated with Hansama overkills. If we want to add this and create a 6-man, we could have two-man game stacks and then a couple one-offs with Katie and.
Let's hold off on Caps because I don't like that parlay play projection. I think it agrees too much there. Obviously,
parlay play. Good call. Yep.
So I'd say we just keep it here.
It's a good 5 flex right there. KD over 1.5 kills. Hansama over 3.5 kills. Razork over 1.5 kills. And then you got Dokla and FBI in a little game stack there. Over 1.5 kills and over 2 kills respectively. That's a nice little 5 flex to start the day.
Yeah, I do like the edge here. And again, I would be middling these on Hot Streak if you're able to do so. I'm taking the under at 1.5 because there's just such a drastic edge there that there's an organic it's an arbitrage opportunity. So those odds, I do believe, are so good on the under at Hot Streak that you can literally create. I don't know if they still are because, again, I haven't refreshed. But like if you're able to grab that under at the crazy amount that you're able to, then yeah, that's a fantastic play on the under here for Katie and Hansama on Hot Streak.
I am over there on Hot Streak right now. Yeah, it looks like they have Katie currently still set to...
What's the multiplier?
1.5, 2.05 on Katie.
So that's not an arbitrage opportunity anymore. I don't know if the lines change or whatever, because if we're able to get that at 2.19, right, you'd be breaking even on both those individual player props. So take back what I said. Do not middle these on Hot Streak. If you're currently, again, you guys might have throughout the live stream. If you guys are currently looking at it, do not do that. Do not do that.
Yeah, but we're taking Katie over on Prizepicks. You'd want to take his under on Hot Streak, correct?
What's his projection?
1.5.
Right. So what's his multiplier?
Well, you'd be taking the under.
Right, but what's his multiplier on the under?
Yeah, so minus 100.
Yeah, so what's that in terms of a multiplier? Because what you're doing...
2.01, like I said.
2.01, so that'd be plus 101, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and you're only getting at minus 119 on Prizepicks, so you wouldn't be breaking even if... You get what I'm saying? If one side hit the other. So that's not an arbitrage opportunity. Like, that's not good anymore.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yep. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I wanted that to be explained.
Oh,
so people
gotcha. Oh, okay. I thought you were literally explaining it to me like I was stupid or something.
No, well, I do think you're stupid, but not because of that.
Gotcha. Oh shoot! I just spilled water. Oh well.
Can you get a UD correlation with Jake Ferguson on Underdog? It's value. I don't know what UD slip Matt actually posted earlier, but I don't know if Jake Ferguson was in there, and I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can look.
The Jake Ferguson over 3.5 receptions. Got you. Actually looks really good right now.
It
looks like a really good play on UD. Yep.
Let's switch it.
55.3% chance. Yeah. Nope. I know.
Yeah. I say we switch over to the middling tool to grab some of these. Unless you want to take... I tweeted out a slip here. So another good talking point here, the Diamondbacks and the Phillies under... This is a no runs first inning prop, right? On Prizepicks, they list their players as the starting pitchers, but the no runs first inning obviously is the exact same odds because they are obviously looking at the starters. But another thing, like people see this minus 137 and they're like, why the heck is that so high? It's because of the width, and that's because there's not as much hold on both sides of the line for game props. I might be talking gibberish to a lot of you people, but like, for instance, they might be only charging 3 to 4% as opposed to player props, but they're charging upwards of 6 to 8%. And the reason they charge that much is because they're not as confident in their projections for player props. They're still confident, but they're not as confident as their game odds, because these game odds have a lot more historical evidence, a lot more game simulations that go into this. Its pinnacle is something like 94% accurate over the long term in terms of their game odds. So like Pinnacle, for instance, and you can only think that FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, like all of them are pretty similar when it comes to that. So that minus 137 line does play a lot. It does have a lot more weight to it than you think. Here with the Diamondbacks and the Phillies under. So that's a great prop. Like, I don't know how this hasn't been removed. It might just be because it's playoff baseball and like they might want to encourage it here on Prizepicks. But that is positively correlated with another play. I think it's now bumped or not. Marte and Trey Turner under. I was surprised that was still up there. And you can correlate those two together and they don't alter your payouts, CJ. So that's a great 1-2 combo to start out another slip.
Yeah. Let's build out another slip.
All right. So
Prizepicks actually just released a free square.
Did they?
Steph Curry over 0.5 points. I mean, it starts in 8 days, but it is a free square. Again, that's Steph Curry over 0.5 points.
For the season legitimately
nice. Yep, they legitimately just put that up there.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's a great prop. I don't think we built out a slip yet for that. I don't know if you want to, but percent odds to hit here on Steph Curry going over 0.5 points, pretty good, I'd say, to play his first game there versus Phoenix. But yeah, I'd say we start the first or next slip. I know I posted one on Twitter, but Zach Gallen and Zach Wheeler under 0.5 first inning runs allowed, and pairing that with Marte and Trey Turner under HRR. Again, like these are directly correlated. Like obviously, if Marte and Trey Turner are not doing well, then they are obviously not allowing. Oh wait, that's negative correlation, isn't it? Am I thinking about that wrong? No, that's right. That's right. I was thinking about it backwards. Yeah, then they're obviously not doing well, and they're obviously not allowing runs. So, oof, almost had a heart attack there. But yeah, this is obviously positively correlated.
We have a couple other nice combo props that are up here. One of them being Corey Seager and Jose Altuve under 3.5 HRR. That actually plays tonight.
Yeah, I just refreshed, and we actually have Lamb and Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, Lamb and Quentin Johnson
just popped up
over 0.5 receiving touchdowns. I like that. So we can just make this all combo props. CD Lamb. Oh, I'm on NBA. So we're going to add in CD Lamb and Quentin Johnson over 0.5 rush plus receiving touchdowns with Jose Altuve and Corey Seager under 3.5 HRR. Can we find any more correlation anywhere here? I've already used all these League of Legends plays. We can take Panarin under 3 shots on goal if we want to head over to the ice. 54.2%.
Yeah, let's do it.
Artemi Panarin under 3 shots on goal. Right now, all the books are currently set to 2.5.
Yeah, can we move down to the next one just because it's not an even prop? Tavares.
Sure. You want to add in Tavares?
Yeah, I think that's a safe. Well, it's not a safer one. It's just it's one that's not going to push.
Correct.
I think slightly worse odds, but who cares? I think that is overall very good. And we're not taking into consideration the positive correlation there with the first 2 MLB plays, so that's fantastic. I really like that. Also, another thing is I posted a slip on Twitter that had both of these plays, the Altuve and Corey Seager, and I was talking about how you shouldn't be predicting the future, and then immediately the next comment, and he was being serious, is taking unders on hot hitters is, he called me an idiot or something, idiotic or something, and I was just like, I feel like people just don't even, I don't think they read my tweets anymore. They just immediately go to the comment section.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Yeah, or they see what you say and they ignore it just so that they can say something in the comment section. Yep.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So Altuve and Corey Seager apparently are hot. I don't know. Right now, I know that Corey Seager's name pops up a lot on Twitter, so he must be. But
Yeah.
guys, come on. How many times do we have to go over this? Sportsbooks know all that stuff. You think that they don't, or they wouldn't be setting these lines, right? Come on. I'm going to the milling tool, TJ. We're here on Prizepicks.
All right, let's do it. Now, did you play any of these League of Legends plays over on Hot Streak?
Yeah. No, I hammered them yesterday. I think I got them at slightly better odds too. At least most of them. Contracts, I do remember for sure. I hit I think that existed even better yesterday, but like 1.5. So the reason I would be middling these is because this is an entire kill. So imagine he lands at 1, you win both bets. TJ, I would start there on Hot Streak. Do you even want to do Hot Streak right now, or do we not?
No, that's fine. We can skip over it.
Okay. FBI too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this at a better. Like, I'm pretty sure FBI was like minus 170 at one point, which is freaking crazy. Got that too. But no plays look really good on Prizepicks. Trocheck, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Trocheck looks pretty good, but again, that's push potential there. So does Jasper Bratt, but again, these are just even props here over on Prizepicks compared to Fliff and Hot Streak. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. That's kind of glaring.
Yeah, I say we switch over to UD.
Out of direct matches. Yeah, let's do it.
UD.
Underdog.
The moneymaker for me yesterday for all of us who took the props on stream. Jake Ferguson, like you said, let's go with the over 3.5. We can look for positive correlation. I don't want to go too far down.
Hey Matt, what should people be doing if they don't have Underdog?
They should be using code DGF for 100% match up to $500. I believe they're the only app offering that aggressive of a promo.
$500. Bananas. Guys can use code DGF. Underdog is slacking, said somebody. Yeah, not too much value over here on UD outside of this Jake Ferguson play.
How about the middling tool?
Anything on the middling tool, though, more importantly. Marcus Simeon. Any outliers here? What do we got?
Parsons. Gallon. No, it's dry.
I'm not seeing anything. UD a little dry right now.
Very dry.
It's so crazy that Parlay Play still has the amount of value Parlay Play still has, even though they've adjusted their payouts, is insane.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that.
It's still just littered with value.
So Yeon is a direct comparison to Hot Streak. Was he not on Prizepicks? I guess he's not.
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah, let's do that. And this might be let me check Hot Streak real quick.
Yeon, 1.5 over.
This might be an ARB. Let me check.
CeeDee Lamb under 6 receptions, set to 5.5 across all the books. Pinnacle.
It's literally decimal points of an ARB. So guys, to further emphasize this, if you put Parlay Play, this play Yeon over 1.5, you get this at minus 117 odds, right? But if you take this on Hot Streak, you're getting this at plus 118 odds. So you're getting that 0.01 edge, EV edge. And again, you have to hit the legs on both of your apps for this to even be an ARB. So that just goes to show you that this right here is an actual, this is such a big mispricing in the market that you should be taking this on both apps if you can. It's going to change, obviously, because you guys are going to hammer both sides, but or one side or the other. But for instance, that's what I'm referring to. That is insane. That's an insane difference.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep building out this parlay play slip. We got Yeon over 1.5 kills. Let's add CeeDee Lamb under 6 receptions. Again, all these sports books have him set to 5.5, and we're getting that better number of 6 over on parlay play. We got some baseball. We can definitely just stick to NFL, Matt, unless you want to go here with some of... There's a lot of good NHL props. More League of Legends here.
For
really
middling?
Good value. No, I'm speaking specifically over on parlay play.
Yeah, I'm saying on the middling tool?
Nope, on the optimizer.
Okay.
Kyle Schwarber currently set to 8 over here on Parlay Play.
Yeah, I'm just going down the line.
DraftKings would have him at 9.3. Tony Pollard over 0.5 rush plus receiving touchdowns. We already talked about that. Juiced on that over, minus 140 across the books. We already played Seager and Altuve. Can definitely skip over that Taylor Hall play.
Oh, did they remove that? I think they just removed the Pollard. The Pollard rush plus receiving.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't see it anymore.
Pollard.
Unless I need to refresh.
No, I'm going to refresh too because I don't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe we both have to? Damn. I don't see that. Okay. That's all right.
It just got removed. And you know what ironically just popped up is Pollard under fantasy score for 17.5. So that I'm liking as well.
Did it Oh, yeah, you're right. It did. Okay.
That's funny. It just got replaced. And that got bumped as well. So that just got bumped to 15.5. That's some sketchy's going on, guys. What's going on here?
All right, we adding Schwarber?
Yeah. I had the
Schwarber's
top 3.
hot. Schwarber's hot, dude. He's hot. Let's skip over Seager and Altuve. We already used it. We just missed out on Pollard. Damn, 17.5 would have been great. Bumped down to 15.5. Do we want to add in Caps? Nope. Just kidding, because that's the Parlay Play direct match. We played Marte and Trey Turner.
Wait, what?
We can go down to... What?
Who are you not including?
Well, we're not going to play Caps. League of Legends.
Hold on. Let me put these guys in. Why are we not taking Caps again?
You already said over on Prizepicks we're not taking him because it's a direct match to Parlay Play.
I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
We can skip over to Foley if we want. Right now, set to 3.5 on all those books. Heavy juice on the under. Because we do have Ovechkin down there at 3.5. Which looks really good.
Are those positively correlated? Are they playing each other?
No. No, they're playing Calgary. Ooh. What a matchup. What a game. Yeah, outside of that, I'm not too sure where we want to go here. I'm going to check the middling tool to see if there is anything else. CD Lamb. Zach Gallen, no. Ruler, no.
I feel like they're loading their board as we speak because did you see Taylor Hall or is that new?
No, we can add in Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall just popped up, and that's very, very good odds. And the reason why these are very good odds is because they are so heavily juiced on the under here at 2.5 that like they're basically saying this is going to push or go under 2.5. So you're basically playing the chance for this to end at 1.5 or 2. So most likely chance to end at 2, but you don't lose anything if it pushes. So yeah, I would be cool with adding Taylor Hall.
All right. Go ahead and add him. We got 5 legs. We want to add it there.
Wait, where's your 5th one? I only have 4.
I have Yeon over 1.5 kills, CD Lamb under 6 receptions, Kyle Schwarber over 8 fantasy score, Alexander Ovechkin over 3.5 shots on goal, and then Taylor Hall under 2.
And because we have a 61.93%er in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is still plus EV for 5-man insured. I do want to. Yeah, I guess we can stop there. That's fine. That's fine. We can go ahead and lock that in. Where's Ovechkin over? Yeah, we can do that.
It's like the odds just got a little bit better on the over.
I do want to take. I'm gonna slide the line on Schwarber because that is, I believe, 8's the max, right? So giving that 0.5 edge to his fantasy score can make it even more plus EV. I think that's where I want to use it today.
You can use that wherever your heart desires.
I think it's a very good place to play it, personally.
I like that. It takes the push potential out of it also, which is nice.
That's true.
Ovechkin over, and then it was Taylor Hall. I'm going to replay this.
He gets 2 hits, and then he gets a walk, right? And then he ends at 8. Is that right? You get 2 points for walks, or 3?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, that's good. I'm going to add that in there as well. Boom. Nice. Schwarber at 7.5, guys. Yeah, you can definitely use the slide line. If you guys haven't downloaded Parlay Play, you can use code DGF, 100% match to your first $100 deposit. Yes, they altered their payouts, but they still have some really good value throughout the day.
Yeah, we found a lot yesterday. I believe we missed one of our slips by like 1 leg. It was the last game was a sweat, of course, naturally.
Always is. Always is. Always is. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We missed them by one leg. It's gonna
What's the slide
happen.
the line max promo?
$20, the max on slide the line.
Yeah.
You can use it once a day.
So slide the line, obviously one of the best promos in the industry. If you guys haven't been taking advantage of that, I would start doing so because I don't do it enough. I always forget. Like I think yesterday I literally forgot to use it, and I was mass entering on parlay play. Makes 0 sense why I wouldn't do that. Makes 0 sense.
Right.
So that's on me.
Right. It is on you.
All right. Did we miss anything else here? I don't think so. I gave it a his odds went up. Ovechkin's. That's good to see. Love that. Love that. So that went up to 3.5, 53.74%. And we took Yeon at 61.93, which is the entire reason. So if you look at this as an average leg odds, percent odds to hit, right, we're looking at minus 119 as your average, or sorry, minus 121. So it's the exact same as UD. I always get that mixed up. I always think that their 5-leg insures are the exact same as Prizepicks, but no, it's UD, which are slightly worse than Prizepicks. But still, we're looking at average odds of minus 122 when you're getting that line at minus 279. That's obviously going to boost up your percentage. So
yeah, that's crazy. Yep. All right, let's what else do we have? We got anything on Jock Market?
Wow, this one looks great. Did this one just pop up on Hot Streak? If you go over to the middling tool on Parlay Play.
Let's see. Is it APA?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, 1.5 kill difference. Yeah, Hot Streak is super aggressive with their lines.
I'm actually going to put in contracts and Ape. I don't know if I can do contracts again. Let me try.
If you did 100, you can't. APA under.
Yeah, I already did contracts, so I can't do them again.
Under. Yeah, I mean that's they're both so significantly off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm doing Kia instead because I can't do that one. I just did APA and Kia. They're so juiced on the under, but it doesn't matter because it's 1.5 kills difference. That's insane.
Right.
Insanity. I got the under at 2.5 and Kia under 1.5. That's insane. Only 210 payout. Literally doubling up. But that is insane. And I'd be taking the over. Do you want to actually start out a slip here by going over APA on Parlay Play?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I like that. Seeing as you just ruined it for everybody over on Hot Streak.
No, I mean until that line moves,
APA
that's good.
Over 1. Contracts over 0.5. I mean, we can just go all down the list here, right?
Do we want? We don't want the middle contracts, do we? We don't want to. Right?
Yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah, because we have two projections agreeing there on Prizepicks. It's just the APA one. So if you want to go ahead and build out a slip with just him, I'm not seeing any more crazy line discrepancies that are just comparing.
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see anything else.
All right, then let's go back to the optimizer.
Let's see. Can add in Tyler Toffoli under 3.
Okay.
Can add in Marcus Simeon under 1.5 bases. Can add in Jake Ferguson under 4 receptions.
You said over?
Under.
For Simeon? Oh, under?
Yep.
Okay. We took the combo prop on Quentin Johnson Lamb, but we can double dip here if you want.
Well, if we're gonna double dip, we should probably just do it on Marte and Trey Turner then.
That's fine.
Or Seager and Altuve because they have higher odds.
I ain't no bish.
All right, let's add in.
Those are both unders, right? Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Marte. Yeah, let's do it.
Trey Turner.
That's 6, so that's perfect.
Marte. Yeah, that's good.
And I believe, yeah, Simeon and the combo prop with Altuve, they're positively correlated. I mean, that actually looks very good.
April was an over, correct?
Who?
Nothing. I got it. Cool. I got it. Let's see. April. Oh, they bumped April. Where'd they bump April? On hot streak.
They should have.
Yep, April bumped to 1.5.
Yeah.
Is there a way to use your code on Parlay Play if I signed up before but not deposited yet?
Nope. I don't believe so. They do reload bonuses, but I don't think that. I think Sleeper does. I think you can enter a code on a redeposit on Sleeper, but I don't believe so on Parlay Play.
Alex is asking for Jock Market, and there actually is a pretty good play. Actually, there's a nice slip that we can build out right now on Jock Market.
Okay.
So I say we do that. One of them being Zach Wheeler over 15.5. Oh, it's a discount. It's their daily discount. Oh, they have a last 5 up here. It's crazy. I don't know what the max is that we can use on these daily discounts.
Oh, this is what, $10, $5?
Yeah, I'm assuming $10. Let's see. Over, under.
Yeah, we haven't been over to the Jock Market in a long time.
Yeah. But that Zach Wheeler play, obviously, it is a discounted prop. It's obviously discounted from 16.5 down to 15.5. All these books do currently have this listed at 16.5, but with the discount, we're looking at a 56.5% fair odds percent. For Wheeler to go over 15.5, that means he has to get 1 out into the 5th inning. Now we got CeeDee Lamb over there on Jock Market as well at 6. We already talked about this over on Parlay Play. All these sports books currently have it listed at 5.5. So along with Parlay Play, Jock Market also a little bit too aggressive here on the CeeDee Lamb receptions. And then that Nathan Eovaldi play heavily juiced on the under of 2.5 across all these books. So we can add that in. It's a lot of push props always over here on Jock Market.
The only thing that sucks there is we have 2. So if they both get avoided, then this is just...
Yeah, so we can go check out the middling tool, or we can grab Zach Allen over 4.5 hits allowed. 53.8%. Slip would still be plus EV. Or we can check out the middling tool and see if we can find a good discrepancy over on Jock Market.
Sorry, I'm entering this slip. And you guys can't see this because we only have a mobile presence on...
Oh, you're not entering it.
Yeah, I'm not entering it. Yeah,
on
Justin
Herbert actually pass attempts on the middling tool set to 37 on Jock. Currently listed at 36.5 on Prizepicks, Underdog, Hot Streak, and Parlay Play. So if we want to add that, or we can add that Zach Gallen over 4.5 hits allowed.
Over 4.5. Where do you see that at? Oh, I see. Let's do
Herbert.
Yeah, let's do Herbert because that's also positively correlated, is it not? Shorter game.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. $10 more to lock.
Yep, let's do it.
6 times payout. What we're looking for.
Oh, it is $10. You're right.
Yeah, $10 max. Still good.
So that's over on Zach Wheeler, right?
Yes, over on Zach Wheeler. Yep. Under,
and then 2 unders.
Under on CeeDee Lamb and Herbert.
Technically, we just took a push prop. However, Justin Herbert is unlikely to push just because it's such a high projection. It's like taking under or over points in NBA. Like obviously they could push, but unlikely.
Yep.
All right. Did we just drain the board?
We always do. I did just get notified, actually, because I have Discord up, that something just hit the UD optimizer. I am curious to see what it is. I'm not seeing it. Okay.
Voldy.
Nathan Eovaldi, actually. Yeah, I do see it. We can add that with Jake Ferguson and play...
That would be negative.
No, I know. With Micah Parsons, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that technically would be. Is there anything on the middling? Man, it sucks because there's usually always stuff on YouTube, especially when these esports are dropping lines, but it looks like they don't even have... Do they not have League of Legends dropping lines right now for UD? Because that's a missed opportunity, I would say, for UD.
I'm not sure, but... Nathan Eovaldi one does look really good.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Fucker. Vandersloot points. We can go under 10.5. At 9.5 right now on hot streak. The only thing, hold on, time out.
Yeah, make sure that's not plus EV, and then if so, I think that's a good last leg.
It is.
Of course it is. Well, if you're throwing $10, that would make sense. We could throw a $10 leg on each side.
All right. We can take Laney under 13.5. Oh, that's hot streak too, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Nope.
Nothing.
We got nothing.
Don't force anything.
Nope.
You've been making bank on Fliff, so let's go there. I want to see what you're looking at on Fliff. I mean, are these real?
Yep, I've already entered most of them. Yeah, Fliff's had some crazy value as of late. They definitely got some money back from me yesterday, that's for sure. But there's some really good value right now. I mean, that Illinois play I tweeted out, currently 3.5 on Fliff at -110. Pinnacle has this set to -149, and FanDuel has this set to -150. So it's just absolutely insane value. Just way off compared to two other way more popular books, especially Pinnacle, who's extreme sharpest sports book in the world. So Illinois clearly off over on Fliff. Definitely grab that at 3.5 at -110 before that gets adjusted. And that's the best part about some of these Fliff plays. We're already getting the board for this weekend, right? It's Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we already have a litany of plays over on Fliff for Saturday afternoon. So grab all this value as you can, guys, before this gets bumped, because it's all going to adjust. Fliff is going to adjust eventually, especially with the influx of money coming in. They just haven't yet. All their opening lines extremely soft compared to Pinnacle, FanDuel, Caesars, BetMGM, etc., BetRivers. So take advantage.
I literally just checked my Fliff account for the first time in like a couple days, and I made a good amount of money. So that's awesome to see.
There you go. Well, here you go. You can just drop it all down.
And then just lose it all.
I had an absurd amount of Fliff money down yesterday, and it was not great. But leading up until yesterday, I was beating some ass. So I'm 8 of my last 9 posting Fliff plays on Twitter.
I saw that.
If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, TJ_DGF. Clearly, whatever I'm doing, posting them on Twitter is working, so I'm going to continue that. I did just post a free play earlier if you guys want to check that out, even though I just talked about it a minute ago. But yeah, I mean, all these plays look fantastic. They look absolutely fantastic.
I'm doing them right now. I'm just entering the same amount on each one of these.
Yep, New Mexico. Yeah, as long as you guys are managing your bankroll over here on Fliff, like New Mexico State -1.5, currently -125 on Fliff, it's -148 on Pinnacle, -156 on FanDuel. USC -4.5 at -120.
TJ,
Pinnacle -152.
Can you open up your app real quick?
Yep.
I just want to walk this through with the stream too, because it's just funny.
What?
I mean, I'm not giving away too much because we're already looking at the lines, but can you go to the Illinois-Wisconsin game for me?
It's what I've been doing the entire last month.
So generally speaking, without giving away too much, when the point spreads are off for a game, so if you guys look here at Wisconsin at the top, generally speaking, the entire point spread is off. Generally, like every single line going down the board for every single point differential is off. I will just say that. But TJ, if you look at the +5, and it might have just changed. No, +5.5 and +6, they're the exact same line. That doesn't make mathematical sense.
Right.
It's just like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I mean, that's you'd obviously take +6.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because then, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
That never happens on major sports books, ever.
They've been doing that pretty often with some other games.
I did it with the Miami game. And it was over points, and I just realized I hit every single alt spread.
Yeah, there's instances where they'll have like an NBA line up at like 220 where it's -110.
Yeah.
And then they'll also have like 216 over at -110. It's just like, okay. Well, I'm gonna take the 216. I'm gonna take the 4 points. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't downloaded Fliff, you guys are missing out on serious value, like legitimately a ton. So you guys can do that. You can use code DGFantasy, 100% match with your first $100 deposit. There's an absurd amount of value right now.
I'm looking at the chat for the first time. Have we been getting spam with questions?
No, nothing crazy.
Okay.
Somebody did ask though. I signed up using your parlay play code, but forgot to screenshot it. How can I show you guys to get in the Discord?
Send it to our live chat.
Yeah, send it to the live chat, Hunter. And take care of you.
Wow. We actually had quite a few people in our live stream earlier, and we haven't been receiving that many questions. So maybe we're doing our job for once.
You're doing a good job.
We are doing our job. If you guys don't have any questions, I think we're coming up on the hour time frame here. And honestly, there wasn't as much value as I would have hoped. But another thing, TJ, to keep in mind, at least recently, every Monday, these apps have been dropping NFL the next week lines on Monday.
Yeah.
And they have been the only source of information. So that opens organic discrepancies between underdog and Prizepicks, generally speaking. And then parlay play quickly follows after that. And it's been creating some amazing middling opportunities. So I would be refreshing those optos all day long. It usually happens around this time. So again, if you guys want to take advantage of these middling opportunities, I don't know. I haven't been able to take it. I haven't taken advantage of the last 2 weeks just because I've been doing something at this time. But I know I've been seeing them all over Twitter. There's been 20, 30 passing yard discrepancies. I know that Alex was able to take advantage of a few of those. I know Caleb Williams was another great example. There were so many Caleb Williams lines that were just completely off. I know he sucked, but you guys get the point. Crazy.
Yeah. A lot of good value.
Matt took over 5.5 receiving for Lamb. First of all, I need more context there for what? On what app? And was it completely contradicting the app that I just took him on?
I don't know.
Shout out to D. Definitely doing a good job. Love y'all, boys. Appreciate you.
Thank you, D. D Scurry. Still 100 of you guys just hanging out, grabbing some value. I love that. We get up to 170 when we start, 160 when we talk about Prizepicks, and then we lose some of you guys out there because, everybody wants Prizepicks, but guys, you got to go where the value is. You got to go where the value is. You can't just stay on one app. You can't just stick to one app.
I completely agree.
Matt, I don't know if Mr. Scroggs is going to get back to you. Yeah, 5.5 over, then under 6, said D.
But on what?
I don't know.
On that?
You remember, dude. You're the one that entered it.
I never entered over 5.5, I don't think.
I don't know.
When did I do that?
Then. I have no idea. You got to pay attention to your own shit, man.
Are you talking about the correlation slip?
You asking me?
I'm talking to the people asking.
Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
I'm looking now because now this is a good talking point. No, I took over receiving yards. When did I take him? What's happening? All right, that's all I got, TJ.
All right, love you guys.
I have to stick.
Lucas,
to
what part of Maine you in?
Yeah, TJ. That's not true. Can you do more than one app in Maine? Or no? Is that true?
I'm not going to put anything on the record.
You don't live in Maine though. You traveled to Maine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
not putting anything on the record.
It was a question. It wasn't saying that you did it. It was just a question.
Mitchell, he said, okay, you took the over 5.5 and lower than the 6 in the push. Exactly. Yep.
Yo, the correlation tool is garbage, says its soul. Pretty sure that's the first comment that guy said, right? So it's very obvious what he's doing here. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks,
Milton.
guys. I took over 5.5 and then 6 to push. God, Milton. When did I take the over on underdog? I never did that. When?
Where the fuck is Milford, Maine?
When did I take that?
Where's Milford, Maine? How far up from Portland is that?
I'm getting angry. You guys are telling me I took him. I didn't take him. When did I take him?
Okay.
Not in this live stream, that's for sure.
I go up to Maine often, so that's why I was curious. All right, Matt. That's it.
On the correlation, I need to get this. They need to answer my question before I sign off.
Took Lamb over 5.5 on underdog. It must have been your correlation slip, is my assumption.
There we go. Now there's a teaching point. Just because I took, so listen. Because in the correlation slip, you have to look at the entire slip as a whole. Is it plus EV because of the correlation? Right? 5.5 and 6 are two different lines, by the way. But that also indicates that, hey, that 5.5 line is pretty soft on UD, but also correlating with him with Prescott and then Herbert, and I forget the other two receivers, but that's positively, organically increasing those percent odds to hit in general for the entire slip. I didn't individually take him at 5.5. I took him alongside the other people who are going to organically increase those percent odds to hit. So even though you're right, I still took it in a completely different context, right? I took his projection, paired it with another play because of correlation. You guys have to understand why correlation works, and you also have to understand why the plus EV edge is different if you're not pairing him with anybody, right? So that is the reason I took him at 5.5 over on underdog and took him wherever we took him the under on parlay play and on Prizepicks. So that's that. Yes. Yep. That is why. So that answers that question. All right. That's it. That's all we got for you guys. Let's cash out tonight. Let's also keep scoping out that board for the NFL value. That's the edge. Let's go.
Love you guys.